back to Bearded Cubing 101. My name is Joe. I'm your host, the Bearded Cuber. In today's video, we're going to continue talking about how to unlock the cube from a locked state, an unsolvable state. So this time, we're going to be using the diamond cube, and I'm going to show you. Oh, hang on. My cats are having a good old-fashioned Greco-Roman style wrestling match. It's epic. Buddy, Buster, hey! Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to be using the diamond cube, and in this cube, I'm going to show you the power of what I call piece rotation. Okay, so I already showed you in previous cubes how to, if you swap two pieces, then that will unlock the cube. Swapping out one like piece for another like piece, that will unlock the cube. And today is going to be cube rotation, or piece rotation. So go ahead and grab your diamond, and let's get started. What did I do, Buster? Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing you want to do is realize that you're looking at a 3x3. So if we hold it from, let's say, this angle right here, with this being the center, you have the top, the middle, the bottom, the left, the center, and the right. So it's essentially a 3x3. So a couple of different parts of this cube include, we'll start with the white. So if you just turn that white off to the side a little bit, you'll see a nice diamond shaped right here. So we're going to start off with that. So it's probably in your best interest to study up this little shape right here. You have your cone piece, your multicolored cone piece, then your center piece, and then these pieces, the tricolored ones, your single colored ones, and your dual colored ones. Okay, and then your end cap one right here, that's a single colored piece as well. So let's go ahead and get this thing scrambled up. We'll start with that first. We'll do the first two layers, and just as a regular 3x3, and then we'll get into the rest of the solve. So now that you just finished up doing your scramble just like a 3x3, what you want to do is find your multicolored piece, and it's this one right here. It has all the pieces associated with this puzzle to it, and let's get our orientation correct right now. So obviously this is going to be the top, this is the middle, this is the bottom. So right now we want to line up this white with this white, so let's just go ahead and RIDI it. So starting with this RIDI, well, I didn't even have to finish off the algorithm because it lined up. Okay, and now you may say that it's, you're thinking that it might want to be here, but it's not. It's going to be skewed. It's going to be in the corner right here. So if you're looking at it in this perspective, okay, because eventually it's going to be like this, where it's going to be facing down, and this is going to be on this angle instead of this angle. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can get our colored pieces. It's going to be a tricolored piece right here, and it's going to be a white, orange, and green. So we're going to have to look around for it a little bit. White, orange, green. So let's oops. No, that's not it. Here it is right here. Okay, so we're gonna get this white, orange, green piece over here to match with this white, orange, green. It's gonna fit right in there. Okay, and the way that we're gonna do that, let's see if we can just test fit this a little bit. Because you want to get it, unlocked first. There it is, and it's unlocked. So to be able to get this here, we're going to maybe bring that up and slide that down, bring it over this way, bring that over this way. So it's not really as conventional as you might think it's going to be to get that piece in. And I know that looked a little bit more difficult than it actually was, but we're going to go over that again on this piece right here. And, again, if you're going to be asking for algorithms at this point, then this cube's definitely not going to be for you. Because if you really need an algorithm to get these things in, it's more intuitive than anything, really. So this one we're going to want a white, blue, and red. Here's a white, blue, red, and you just got to pop it in. Okay, so all I did was bring it up from this position, match the white with this white. Okay, we're going to get these two pieces out of the way. Just move them over here, just anywhere out of the way. Return this one, and then just slide this back. Okay, so now if you look at it from this angle, you've got your multicolored piece, you've got your center piece, you've got your tricolored piece here and a tricolored piece there. And let's go ahead and move on. Let's see if we can get another, we'll say the orange piece right here. It's going to be a single colored orange piece. And it's going to fit just like this white piece fits. Okay, so here it is right here. Let's bring it down to the bottom, the third layer. All right, I'm going to bring it down here where it belongs. And we just pop it in using your standard 3x3 solving strategy. It's no different from your 3x3 solving strategy. We need a blue one here, a single color blue. It's going to fit just like this yellow one does. So here it is right here. Okay, make sure you got it unlocked. Okay, so it can move. And go RIDI, RD. Just keep doing RIDI, RD until it fits. And there you go, it fits. Okay, so let's have a look at this. That's in, and now we're going to need a white, orange, a white and orange piece to fit right there. It's going to be okay. So next up is going to be this piece right here. You're going to want a white orange, and so if you just look around the cube, here's a white orange. So white orange. So let's move it into position right there. And basically, looks like you just slide it up, move this out of the way, return this, and then return that, and that fit in nicely right there. And this piece here can just be rotated, RIDIRD, until it fits. Okay, and then here we're going to need a white blue. So look around, here's a white blue. And that's not going to fit. If we just put it up this way, it's not going to fit because it's not white to blue. It's, you want white to white. So let's just do in the middle. We'll just turn it that way. So all I did was turn the middle down and flipped it. And now you've got your diamond shape. Okay, so that's step number one. Let's move on to step number two. Okay, so in step number two, what we're going to do is we're going to flip the cube upside down so that the white is on the bottom. Okay, so it's just right down here. And we're going to turn these top two layers until this red matches up with this red, this blue matches up with this blue, this orange matches up here, and this green matches here. And we're going to start placing our edge pieces. Okay, so if this is our center piece here, then this is going to be our edge piece. So edge, 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 and edge. So there's 4 edge pieces that we're going to place, and we're going to do it the exact same way that we place the edge pieces in a 3x3. Absolutely no difference whatsoever. It's just the pieces look a little bit different. So we're going to look around the top and see if there's any pieces here that we can use. No, not that one. Well, let's see. We don't want to use any of the yellow ones. We want to use... Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let's take this piece out. We'll just put any piece right here just to move this one out. So it's going to be UR, UI, RI, UI, FI, U, and F. Okay, and what we did was we just knocked this piece out. So we're going to replace it. We're going to put this plate piece right there. And you can test fit it if you just, bring it down. Okay, you can see that orange matches with orange, green matches with green. And this orange here is going to match up with this orange. So correct piece, correct position. It's going to go to the left. So this time it's going to be UI, LI, U, L, U, F, UI, Fi. Okay, and that piece is correctly placed. So let's look around the cube and see if we can find anything else. We don't want, we're not going to deal with anything with the yellow, so that's no good to us. How about this one right here? Blue, white, and orange. So these are all the color combinations for here. Blue, white, orange. So if I turned it down, this way, you're going to see that blue matches with blue, orange matches with orange, and this white is going to match with this white. So let's put this piece in this position. Simple 3x3 strategy. U, R, UI, RI, UI, FI, U, and F. And that piece is correctly placed. So we have 2 out of the 4 pieces correctly placed. So how about, well, that one contains a yellow, so we don't want that one. That has a yellow, we don't want that. This one's good. Red to red, blue to blue. And let's be specific. This red to this red, this blue to this blue, and this blue to this blue. Okay, so this piece is going to go here. U, R, UI, RI, UI, FI, U, and F. Okay, and that piece is placed correctly. That one contains a yellow, so we're not interested. This one contains a yellow, so we're not interested. That contains a yellow, we're not interested. That contains a yellow, we're not. Well, we are interested because this is yellow here. So scratch what I just said right there. Let's see, is this the correct piece? No. And this one is. Okay, so it's this one. So specifically, this red to this red, this yellow to this yellow, and this green to this green. You can test fit it by just playing it down just like that. So let's put this piece in this position. UI, LI, U, L, U, F, UI, FI. Okay, and that piece is all correct. And that completes step number 2, where the first 2 layers are now complete. Okay, so in this step, step number 3, you're going to want to get all these yellows facing upwards. Okay, so here's your centerpiece yellow. This facing upwards, that's facing upwards. So we need to rotate this one and this one right here. And we're going to do that by using our F, U, R, UI, RI, FI. Okay, the 2 pieces that we need to rotate are this one and this one. So these 2 yellows need to be up here. So keep one facing you, one to the right, and go F, U, R, UI, RI, FI. Okay, and just like that, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course the center piece is going to be facing upwards. And now what we just want to do is let's rotate this so that we get at least one of them in. Okay, so we'll just use the red to red. And this is not in here. This is not correct. And this is not correct. Okay, so let's just go ahead and keep, if you only have one that's correct, have it face you and just go R, U, R, I, U, R, 2U, R, I. That's the regular Soon algorithm. Just like in the 3x3. Now we have this one correct, this one's correct, blue to blue, red to red, orange to orange, and green to green. Okay, if you had, let's just say, okay, let's just say, okay, let's just say you had 2 correct. Okay, this red and this blue, okay, and you needed to flip these 2, or have this one occupy this space and this one occupy this space. You would take the 2 that are correct. This in this case is this one and this one. Do a UI, okay, so that the 2 of them are back here. This one's correct and this one's correct, and or were the correct pieces. These are 2 that have to flip, and just go ahead and do the Soon algorithm. R, U, R, I, U, R, 2U, RI, and just keep turning it until that matches here, this matches here, this matches here, and this matches here. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, folks, so now we've gotten to the point where if you're at the level of cubing where you ought to be by now, if you've been following along, this is what you came here for, because everything else here was just a standard 3x3 solve. So I mean, if you're not able to get to this point, you really need to get back and to the basics and review your 3x3. So what we're going to do here is we got to shuffle these pieces around until something's correct. So obviously this doesn't belong here. This one doesn't belong here. This one's good. Just needs to be rotated, and that does not belong there. So if you have one that's good, keep it to your right. Okay, so the right corner. If you don't have any of them, if they're all wrong, do this algorithm that I'm about to show you that I've showed you many times in the past. And then you'll have one that's correct, and then keep it to your right. You'll be caught up to where I'm at right now. So again, we have one that's correct. We're going to go URUILI URIUIL. Okay. Well, it worked out where this piece, and this piece were all shuffled around. This one remained the same. So that was obviously going to remain correct. That's correct. That's correct, and that's correct. So what we're going to do is RIDIRD, this piece, and this piece. So let's go ahead and do our RIDIRD, RIDIRD, RIDIRD. Oops. Okay, so that was our final RIDIRD. So that one's correct. Let's move this next one into this position and continue doing the same thing with our RIDIRDs. Okay, so that one's correct. And don't forget to don't be skimpy on that D, man. You got to remember to bring that back. Okay, let's put this one and put this in this position and do the same thing. RIDIRD, RIDIRD. Okay, so now you're thinking, well, the cube should be solved, but it's not. Everything seems to be all messed up, and it is, but it's because it's locked. Right now, it's in an unsolvable state, so meaning that it's locked. And the only way you're going to get it to be unlocked is if you do a piece rotation. That's what you came here for, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to continue turning this. This piece right here, this gray piece, it's very undescript. It doesn't tell you that, this corner needs to be up here, or this corner needs to be down here, or this one needs to be over there, right? So you can rotate this piece, hence piece rotation, until everything else is correct. So it doesn't matter because, there's no other color indication saying that this must be up here facing the yellow, or this has to be down here facing the green. So just keep rotating this piece until all this works out. And you're going to do that simply with the RIDIRD, okay, and that seemed to work. And if it didn't work, just continue doing it. And at this point, I could just turn this just like that, and the cube is solved. Okay, so that's what I meant by piece rotation. Okay, cool. So this was actually the end of season 4. So the next video is going to be the intro video to season 5. I hope to see you then. And I'll review all the cubes for the upcoming season, man. All right, so this has been cool. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Buried Cubing 101. Take care. Bye.